Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Carter Chronicles channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I am Ashley,
And I'm Alicia. Good evening.
and today's topic is tipping in America, or etiquette of tipping, or just plain flat out tipping. Um, I usually try to throw it at you, let you go ahead and see what your thoughts are about it. Would you like for me to go first, or would you like to elaborate on tipping? Because that's a big thing now. I mean, it's everywhere.
Well, yeah. I don't mind going first. So I won't say lately, but I will say for a while now, I think that tipping has gotten out of control. And right now, everybody is struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is really struggling. We're living in some serious inflation times. And like I think, okay, so lately I have not been going to the nail shop, or I have not been going to get my hair braided from the Africans. But I can tell you that when I was, which was not too long ago, they're not even satisfied with the tips that you do give them. I mean, for hair braids for myself and my daughter, I'm paying like 400 or more dollars. And then they still want you to give them, if $20 is not enough, that because they apparently it's not, because they look at you like you crazy. I'm like, you come from another country. You already really act like you don't like us because we were born here. Why you act like that, I don't know, but it's the energy, and energy never lies. If I'm getting my hair braided for 200 and plus more dollars, and I'm giving you a $10 tip, it should be feasible, because I'm not asking you, can I pay you back later? Or can you think you can do it on credit? Because you're not going to do it. And who, my goodness, now that's the West Africans. Oh, but them Koreans or Chinese or whatever you want to call them. And I'm not trying to be racist, but if that's the way you take it, God bless you. And listen, too bad. I when I was going to the nail shop, of course, I'm always paying for myself and my daughter. They get upset when you give them a tip and they don't think that it's enough. And I'm like, well, what in the world? If I'm paying, and everything has went up, the prices are definitely not the same pre-COVID. You know, I understand that prices do have to increase because they have the people who's doing the services, they have to keep up with their bills as well. But to seem like they almost make up the prices. I mean, you can look at it and tell them, oh, I want this deal, or look on the wall, oh, I want that one right there. They still add no prices. They add on prices. They don't even want to scrub your feet anymore, but they want that tip. You got these people doing the below basic work on you or to you, but they don't want, I mean, but they get mad at the tip that you give them. Or if you feel like, I'm not tipping you today. My younger daughter, she like, Mama, you know what? You don't, why do you do that? Because they don't appreciate it anyway. So this tipping era that we in right now, I think it's out of control. Even in every store that I go to, I don't care where it's at, whether it's the grocery store, um, um, any kind of store, the massage parlor, you know, you go there, that's where the Koreans or the Chinese is too. They get upset. I have been chased out, my kids have been chased out because they feel like the tip is not enough. It's not that we don't give the tips. They want you to give 20 and $30 now. Literally. I cannot believe it. Mm-hmm. And then they talk about you in their language. So let me give you a tip on that. I use a translator a lot at work, and it works very good. Try using a translator when you go and get your nails, your feet done, or if you go to the West Africans like I do or did to go get your hair braided. The translator have all different kind of languages that will translate and allow you to understand what they're saying, because 10 times out of 10, they're talking smack about you. They talk about your toes. Sometimes they talk about your hair, and God knows they can't talk about nobody. Neither one of them. So yeah, it's just tipping is really out of control. I think that and I don't mind tipping. I really don't. If you give me quality work, I'm gonna automatically tip because that's just me. That's even both my kids. But when you don't do the work, don't expect no money. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And with that being said, I'm going to let you go ahead and tune in and just tell us how you feel.
Of course, thanks for your feedback. I would definitely like to start off by agreeing to some things that you did say in regard to tipping. I am not a fan of the nail shop myself. When I do go is getting me a pedicure, and I usually try to go to the same people because I understand that if they went up, it's not egregious. So, I try to stick within the area. I don't get my nails done. I am a DIY lady. I do my own hair, I do my own makeup, my own eyelashes, and I do my own press on nails. So that right there saves me a lot of money because I know some people, some women, um, don't necessarily not just only know not how to do it, but they prefer to pay for someone to do it. Me, I feel like if I
Right.
got it, I'm going to use the skills that I have. Now,
Yeah.
braider, I'm not all that fancy with that, so I understand why you do go and sit back. And for some people, it's a self-care type of thing, right? I don't feel like it. I'm tired. I worked Monday through Sunday and I don't have time to do my hair. So I'm going to sit down and get this as a luxury to myself. And I
Right.
can respect that because everybody is in their own, you know what I'm saying? When you work hard, you should be able to spend your money how you want to. Now, on another level, not I didn't what I didn't hear you mention is how you go out to eat. And I've noticed on the receipt bills that the however you want to say gratitude, the gratitude has even increased. The percentage of the
Yes.
gratitude has increased.
Yes.
And I'm not in all shock about it at all. So it's the restaurants for me. I like going to go get ice cream. Now, when sometimes I grocery shop and I can save money there a lot because I make home cooked meals every night. I take them to work for my lunch, and anything that I get outside of my lunch is just a treat. It's not a meal, it's a treat. So if it's an ice cream, I'll go probably to the ice cream parlor. My favorite spot used to be Cold Stone. I haven't went to Cold Stone in a long time.
Mhm.
But me and my sister, we like to go to the yogurt spots. And what I've noticed, or what has been there for a couple years now, it's when you're paying. I'm an Apple Pay type of person. I don't keep cash on me for various reasons. If I do, it's $5 or $7. It's not even 10 at this point. Um, I'm an Apple Payer. I like to tap and go. So when I ask them, like, do you take Apple Pay? Of course, we looking at a screen while we face to face, waiting on them to pass, a fair exchange. You pass me the item, I go ahead and tap and pay on the machine. On the machines are now questions where they're asking you about a tip. Like, you want me to tip you for you scooping my ice cream, but you behind you behind the counter. That's your job. I'm here to get an item. I'm here to pay for ice cream. So now I have to tip you for scooping ice cream. And then that's a 15 or 20 or 30% type of tip. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what has the world came to? The only place I haven't seen, well, actually, I was going to lie and say I haven't seen it at Mod Pizza. Everybody who does like pizza, or, if you're familiar with Mod Pizza, it's a place where you can go and make your own pizza, put your own ingredients on it and things like that. Even when you
Toppings.
check, yeah, your toppings on it. Even when you checking out with the cash register person, they're asking you on it. Their screen isn't really too much big like a tablet screen, but their screen is just the regular credit card machine. But on that, it asks you if you would like to leave a tip, and it does go from 15 to for 15 to 20 and to 25. And I'm just like, I mean, the only place that I have not seen where they're asking you for a tip is at Walgreens or CVS. And I'm gonna retrace that because if they're not asking you for a tip, they asking you to donate or to round it up. So to me, it's the same category because
Right.
I'm here to pay for what I came and got, whatever it is. I'm here to pay for it. I'm not stealing it. I'm not doing no IOUs. I'm not saying I'm gonna pay you right now or half of it and I'll come and pay you back. Why has the world resorted to living off tips? And
Yeah.
then let's go retrace back to the nail shop. That's another reason why I don't go. The last the I won't say the last time I got my feet done, but the time before that, I went to a woman who's been around in the area that I'm from, and I've only went to her probably 3 times in my life. I was young in high school. I wanted to get some individual eyelashes when I was getting into that and things like that. Got my eyelashes done. Scoop past 7 8 years later, I went to go get my feet done from her, and that was I can't really remember that time, but this last time before I go to my regular person, she was asking me, like, she asked me, now mind you, for those who are get this as a luxury, you all know that pedicures have increased. Where I'm from, pedicures started off being $20, $25. Pedicure started off at being $25. Then it went to 30, right? Then it went to 40. It didn't even go to 35. It went to $40. And now it's at 50. 50 is the basic. 50 doesn't include scrubbing and wax and anything like that. So when I sat down, she had asked me, she said, what do you want? I said, I just want the regular, give me regular gel. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, they love to sit you down and then give you a pamphlet, something that they didn't organize with different prices and different lists of things that they really don't do.
And they
But
still cut corners. They cut corners on those
yeah,
too.
they cut corners on that. So they got the deluxe package, the signature packages. I don't want no package, but you just do my feet and I just want gel. I'm a gel person because they do your feet if they do it right after the $70 or $80 you spent on just your feet. If they do it right, you're able to get up and go. Scoot forward. So she asks me, what do I want? I told her I would like a regular gel pedicure. She said, you give me 10 more dollars, I do for you with the CBD. She had some type of CBD mix that she was going to pour into the water. I said, no, I don't want that. Her name was Rose. I said, no, Rose, I don't want that. I just want the regular gel. You help me. This is what she said. You help me, I help you. Now you're pressuring me.
Right.
Now I want to get
Right.
up and walk away, but you got my feet in some water soaking. Because if I verbally just told you that I don't want the extra $60 one. I just want 50. That's all. And then on top of that, after she's asked me this, I'm still thinking like, well, I'm gonna have to give her a tip. Now I'm feeling obligated.
Right. Yep.
So to me, I really would rather not go to the nail shop if I don't have to. I am an Amazon type of person. I'm surprised that I don't have the things I need for as far as like doing my own gel pedicures, but I'm getting to that level because like I said, I'm a DIY person. Do it yourself, because when you do it yourself, you know how you like it. You save
Mhm.
money. Everything is inflated.
And you're
I
not
mean,
disappointed. You're not
yeah,
disappointed
and
toward
you're
the
not
end.
disappointed, or you're not quote unquote disappointing them after you still gave them a $10 tip. They looking
Yeah.
at you like $10. That's it. So I'm like, to stop, for me to have some peace and sanity, and to
Right.
know that if I say no, that completely means no. And I don't care how you feel, because this is a business and it is a service. I'm the consumer. I'm the customer. I'm coming there to buy something. I'm not coming there to loan anything. So for you to try to force an extra money off of me because you're living off a tip, that has nothing to do with me. And I think
Right.
us as a society, we should stop feeling bad. To each his own. And it doesn't have to, it has nothing to do with you being rich. If you want to give a tip because you genuinely feel like that person went above and beyond, or they had a nice attitude, then that's fine. But no one who's already paying for any type of service, whether it's out to eat or if it's drinks, when you go to the bar, I've been to the bar, and even at the bar, they asking you to leave a tip. Now, everybody who go to the bar, like if your bartender heavy on the liquor, you gonna slide them they little $5, and you gonna slide them that all just off GP, because everybody know how I work at the bar. If you got a heavy bartender with a heavy hand, you like, oh, I'm gonna surely give him a tip. That's not a question. But when a receipt is printed out, it's asking you, do you want to tip again? So I'm just kind of flabbergasted by it all because, like I said, the only place that I haven't seen it at is like a Walgreens, CVS, or Rayleigh's or grocery outlet. But it doesn't
You don't
stop
see,
there.
well, excuse me, I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're fine. Uh-oh, looks like you're frozen a little bit.
At the checkout, those little things that you punch, they always asking for something. It's like feed hunger, the hunger thingy, like you say, round it up. It's so amazing how everywhere you go, they're asking for money.
Yes.
Everywhere I mean, tips. They're at everywhere, and we're already at the highest inflation ever to me. I've never been in this type of situation. Where I wasn't living a long time ago, if they did have this type of inflation. But this is the worst that I've ever seen it, and so for peoples to be just only about greed, 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 it's sickening. It make me don't even want to go to nowhere to like
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous. And I'm trying to find this thing so I could go ahead and share it. And it's an article from out of Southern, it's called Southern Living, and it says how much should you tip? And it talks about, it says, much like at restaurants and hair salons, the industry standard for tipping at the nail salon ranges around 15 to 20%. And it is generally recommended that if you received extra services or specialty designs, a minimum of 20% is appreciated. Moreover, if someone goes above and beyond, you can show appreciation with a tip that reflects that. Cost of nail services vary, but 15 to 20% is a good rule of thumb. Now, that's if they go over or above and beyond. I haven't had that from the places that I like to visit frequently or liked to visit frequently for my nails. Nobody has never went above and beyond. Yes, they may have done a neat job, but nobody has never just really went above and beyond, and they still got tipped. This also talks about the tipping etiquette. It says, while there is no rule that says you need to tip in cash, it is often appreciated by nail technicians. If you are a regular and return to the same manicurist each time, it can be a nicety to attend the offer and plan ahead to tip in cash. I don't know. I literally beg to differ. So if you have anything else that you want to share, you can go ahead because I'll be later on, right before we close out, sharing the last one.
Oh yeah,
What
of
do you
course.
think about
That
that?
was I just want to thank you for sharing. I definitely don't agree with that. Like I said, to each his own, like no one should feel like they're forced to tip anybody. And it's
Right.
gotten to the point where I don't even, you used to be able to go out to eat, to converse with your fellow peers, your partners, your family, you know what I'm saying? Like at this point now, it's like I really try to refrain from just even going out to eat because then you got to think. And then the cold part about it sometimes is you don't even have a good server with a good attitude that's
No.
that's that's jolly and happy to take your order, or not waiting on your cup to get all the way empty with water, and then they're looking at you, is everything okay, when they come and do those periodic checks. But I have to ask you, can I have a refill of water? Isn't your job as a server to make sure that your table is set? Your table is good. That's how you earn your tip, let alone to just live off tips and think that people are supposed to give them to you is
Absolutely.
absurd. It's
It's
absurd.
absurd. It's absurd. And there has been times when we have been out and the server will just walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth without saying anything.
Yes.
So, and when they do that, I say, oh, they already know
Yep.
that they're not getting a dime from me.
Yep.
You're
I can
supposed to
agree.
check in, and you're supposed to always check in, with the person that you're serving.
Yep.
you know, and but then there has been some stellar ones, not a whole lot, just some that earned their tip, and that are they do their job, you know.
Yes. Yes, I can agree. Well, I mean, I feel like this is a topic that I hope when the viewers that are watching that are looking, like I just know that there's other people out there that has experienced it. It might not be the exact same thing, but we all know nowadays, whether you in Texas and Alabama and California and New York and New Hampshire, the tipping thing is abroad. I mean, like it's everywhere. And like I said, some people actually live off their tips, but that's not for you to make me feel like I have to give you a tip. Work for your tip. If you want it that bad, I believe you should work for your tip. I'm not asking you to flip over cartwheels and do turns and all, but do your job and be genuine in it. Because some people come to work and it's forced. You can see when it's forced. We people persons. So you know when it's not genuine. But on that note, I mean, because I feel like this to me is something that can could go on and on because there's so many different occasions and different places that I've
Right.
been where I can really say, wow, they really mad because I left this amount of tip. So if please, we are running a little bit out of time, but you do have plenty of time to go ahead and give the viewers that last
Article, piece of
article.
article. But yeah, so again, these those two that I just read, and including this one, is out of Southern Living. And this is last, but and this last. It says, should you tip your manicurist? Whenever you step into the nail salon, you're making an unspoken agreement to act respectfully. Hmm. And that includes tipping for services provided. Unequivocally, you can assume that the price on the nail salon menu does not include tip unless otherwise noted. And so you should show up to your appointment prepared to add a tip at the end to the stated cost of service. And again, I don't agree with that because now I'm not gonna say this date and time. It's been since I've been going to the nail shop. I can have a nail technician working on my feet and like not even close to the middle, not even close to the middle. If they see some other people walking in, they'll begin to start rushing on the feet because they see dollar signs as soon as they see another person walking in.
Yep.
So they're going to hurry up and try to. You're not getting a tip. And on there, say when you step into the nail, you're making an unspoken agreement to act respectfully. Is that respect when they see them walking in and they start rushing on my feet? No, that's disrespect.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, with that being said, I don't feel like I owe them nothing. And if I do give them a tip, I'm being nice. So again, we the type of people that we like to tip
Yeah,
because
we do.
we've always tipped. I've watched you tip, you've watched me tip, and we haven't had any issues with that. But when you don't get that respect, why tip?
Why tip? I'm just throwing out money when it's very
Yeah.
hard to come by money with a full-time job. Well, like we just said, we're in inflated times right now. So
Yes, we
for me to
are.
go ahead and give you a $15 to $20 tip, I mean, you really, to me, you really would have had to make an impact on my life. And I'm not kidding. I'm talking about top-notch service. Like I'm not like again,
Top notch service. Yeah.
let's reiterate to those folks who like to leave you know, unpleasant comments because they have so much time on their hands that they will watch a video like this. If it's offending you in any way, you can always remove yourself. You do not have to come back to this channel. We speak the real, we bring the real. We can't sugarcoat nothing because that's not who we are. This is our opinion in regards to tipping. And if you enjoy tipping, send us one this way because we will take it from you gladly. But on that
Yes.
note, I don't have anything else to say as far as this conversation because tipping, I believe, I don't think that's something that's going to just dissolve. You know, it crept its way in there, and I don't
Yeah.
believe it's going to creep out just like inflation. So we you
Uh-uh.
know we just dealing. Those who are dealing it, we just dealing. So
Yeah. And with
that's
that
all.
being said, I'm Alicia.
And I'm Ashley, and thanks for watching Carter Chronicles. And as always, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please, if you don't have nothing nice to say, refrain from saying anything. Please leave some positive comments down below. And if you agree on what topic we talked about today, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Carter Chronicles. Peace.
Peace out.